Then Brave Highlander, Addington Boys right there, but it's Papillon at the last ditch, 4 out with Lucky Town. Then Melly Moss has come up to join them, then Addington Boy, Hollybank back, Brave Highlander, Nicky D, call it a day. And then comes the last fling, and Jeddah as they jump 3 out. And Star Traveller's been pulled up, and it's still Papillon disputing the lead with Lucky Town. Norman Williamson still with his hands full on Melly Moss in 3rd place, then Addington Boy, Nicky D, Brave Highlander, and then Hollybank back, call it a day, Jeddah, and the last fling, and they're well clear of Bobby Joe as we join Jim McGrath.
Well, as they race up now across the Melling Road and now head towards the final 2 fences in the 2000 Martel Grand National, and it's Papillon who shows the way. From Lucky Town is up there, Mealy Moss, Norman Williamson sitting in behind. They're followed next in the field by Addington Boy. They're loose horses up there worrying Papillon as they race towards the second last in the Grand National. It's Papillon who shows the way. Up there too is Mealy Moss, then Nicky D coming there strongly in company with Brave Highlander at the second last, and Papillon lands over with a narrow lead. Here's Mealy Moss with a red cap on the outside. Nicky D's running a great race from Addington Boy, and they're followed next by Brave Highlander and Lucky Town coming towards the last in the National. Papillon led over it, but here's Mealy Moss on the near side. They're 5 or 6 lengths to Nicky D, followed next in the field by Addington Boy. They're racing towards the elbow, and it's the plunge horse Papillon who's found a bit extra. He sprinted 2 lengths in front for Ruby Walsh. Battling on in second as Mealy Moss switched to the inside. They straighten up for home, 100 yards left to go. Papillon on the near side, Mealy Moss the far side, trying hard to wear him down. It's Papillon holding on with 50 yards left to go, and Papillon wins the Martel Grand National for Ruby Walsh and Ted Walsh. Second is Mealy Moss, third then Nicky D, fourth is Brave Highlander, fifth then Addington Boy.
This is Mark Pittman's first runner in the race, Smarty. He's got a lead of about 4 lengths over Richard Guest and Red Marauder in second place. Richard Guest was runner-up in this race in 1992 on Romany King, and he's not out of it by any means. The 2 of them are hunting round towards the second last then. Don't forget those 2 about 5 fences behind. Blowing Wind and Papillon still going for place money at the moment. Lance Armstrong maybe as well, but now Red Marauder has poached a lead on Smarty. He races down towards the second last. Red Marauder about 5 lengths clear of Smarty. I wonder if Timmy Murphy can conjure anything out of Smarty now, as Red Marauder, who was a faller at Beeches earlier on, is the leader here and going about 10 lengths clear. Red Marauder, he was a faller at Beeches in another year, but Red Marauder into the second last. He's a tired horse, but he's over safely there. His lead is about 15 lengths over Smarty in second place. Blowing Winds in third, away behind. Papillon still going as well, but now the final fence. Red Marauder is clear in the Martel Grand National. The last, he's up and over safely. Red Marauder, he's getting a great cheer. What a moment this is for owner trainer Norman Mason and Richard Guest. They're now about 30 lengths clear. Smarty has got over the last as well. He's run a fabulous race in second place, but he's clearly got no more to give. The other 2 aren't even in sight. Papillon and Blowing Wind hunting round for third place honours only, but well inside the final furlong. It is Red Marauder who is going to win a most astonishing Martel Grand National. A first success in the race will be Richard Guest, second in 92. How he will relish this moment, the final few yards, and Red Marauder is the winner of the Martel Grand National. Smarty has virtually stopped to a walk, but he will get a mighty cheer in second place. We head then back about 2 fences to the other 2 who are still going, Blowing Wind and Papillon. I must admit I've not been able to keep the progress on Lance Armstrong. He's probably still plodding on as well. The crowd are giving Smarty a huge cheer for a fantastic effort. Blowing Wind still got every chance. Spot the Difference gets 1 or 2 reminders further down the field as they race towards the next fence. Bindery, What's Up Boys? Oh, David's Ladder's gone there. David's Ladder's gone, and he's brought down 1 or 2 of them at the back. They include Spot the Difference. Just going back to the leaders, Bindery now with What's Up Boys. These are followed by Kinsmark and Blowing Wind. behind. Ad Hoc was brought down in that melee. He's out of it. And these four have gone nicely clear of the rest of them, headed now by Royal Pradika. Supreme Charm has got a lot to do all of a sudden. So too has Celibate as they race now down towards the closing stages with Bindari the leader from What's Up Boys in second place. The finish of the Martel Grand National described for you by Richard Hoyles.
And Bindari is out in front, still a long way from home, but he's still galloping on relentlessly. Bindari for Jim Cullity and Nigel Twiston-Davis is 3 to 4 lengths clear. What's Up Boys being driven along. Another Grey Kingsmark, then comes Blowing Wind, and this quartet are quite a long way clear of their rivals as they race down towards the second last. And as they do so, Bindari with What's Up Boys being galvanised for an effort. 2 from home. What's Up Boys jumps himself alongside Bindari there, clear from Blowing Wind. Then comes Kingsmark. Royal Predica is back in 5th place down towards the last. Bindari is being hampered by the attentions of a loose horse, and What's Up Boys and Bindari take the last together. Blowing Wind in 3rd. Kingsmark is back in 4, but it's What's Up Boys, the grey in front from Bindari in 2nd. They remain a long way clear from Blowing Wind and Kingsmark as they approach the final 200 yards. And in front, What's Up Boys being driven tenaciously clear. Bindari switches to the inside, but What's Up Boys, the Hennessy winner, is a length or so clear. Bindari is trying hard to get on turn and closing. What's Up Boys hanging right-handed, the prize snatched from his grasp. Bindari wins the National. Jim Cullity, Nigel Twiston-Davis into 2nd. What's Up Boys, heartbreaking for Richard Johnson. Supreme Glory making ground. Torduff Express and Tremalt is also still going as they race on towards the next, which is the last ditch. 4 from home, Gunnar Welburn, but Monty's Pass is right alongside now, half a length between the two. 4 lengths to Amberley House in 3rd, 3 lengths to the in 4th place Montifoe, 15 to Supreme Glory, 3 to Tremalt. Bindari from a long way back is running on, has moved into about 7th or 8th place with still there Torduff Express, and also still going, I think, Blowing Wind, but a long way back with Carberry Cross as Gunnar Welburn and Monty's Pass begin to travel very strongly with Amberley House, and these 3 are 5 lengths clear from Montifoe, who in turn is clear of Supreme Glory in 5th. Tremalt leads the stragglers home as Gunnar Welburn and Monty's Pass race towards 2 out in the Martel Cognac Grand National.
Torduff Express and Mantle's Prince were also out. Red Striker was a faller, about 5 from home as well, but they've got very well strung out here. Carberry Cross looks to be struggling now, but they begin this long run towards the second last in the National, and it's Gunnar Welburn who shows the lead here. Barry Fenton, but he's joined now by Monty's Pass and Barry Geraghty. These two are stride for stride. Right in behind them is Amberley House, approaching 2 out now. Amberley House with every chance for Ginger McCain. That was 2 out. Monty's Pass jumped to the lead there. He's being pressed by Amberley House and Gunnar Welburn, who's in a brick wall. Then a gap back to Montifoe and then Supreme Glory, and after these a huge gap to Bindari. Here's the last. Monty's Pass, the leader in the National. He touches down with a 4-length advantage. Amberley House is in 2nd place, then Gunnar Welburn. Supreme Glory still running on as they head now towards the elbow in the National. Monty's Pass being chased all the time by Amberley House. Supreme Glory's run on manfully into 3rd place, then Gunnar Welburn and Montifoe and Bindari 6th, but it's Monty's Pass. He's got 150 yards left to last home here. Barry Geraghty in the saddle. He's had such a sensational winter, and now it's capped with victory in the Martel Cognac Grand National. Monty's Pass is the winner. Supreme Glory running on heroically for 2nd place. Amberley House ran a fantastic race for Ginger McCain to finish 3rd.
3 lengths then back to the 3rd, Lord Atterbury. Amberley House has now got 4th, then Monty's Pass and then Bear on Board as they go towards the 3rd from home. Hedge Hunter now being closed down to within a length and a half by Clan Royal over in 2nd, Lord Atterbury in 3rd, and then came Amberley House in 4th and Monty's Pass. But as they go to the Melling Road, Hedge Hunter leads by a half. To on the inside, confidently ridden, is Clan Royal, then Lord Atterbury. A break of 10 lengths then back to Amberley House, who's racing in 4th as they go on towards the final 2 fencers, and Richard Hoyles.
Wonder Weasel and Al Capone are also out. There's no more than 13 still standing as they stream across the road to Taylor's, but it's 3 that it appears to concern for the Martel Cognac Grand National. Clan Royal, he now charts just about uncharted territory in terms of stamina. Up there throughout's been Hedge Hunter. Lord Atterbury completes the leading trio, and they're 15 lengths clear from Amberley House, who's in 4th place, about 12 lengths behind, and there's a long then gap back to Monty's Pass, who's back in 5th. They race down towards the second last. Clan Royal with Lord Atterbury in the centre, the blue cap. Then towards the outside is Hedge Hunter, who's been there throughout. Amberley House has 8 lengths to find. The long punishing run towards the last in the National. The far side, Clan Royal for Liam Cooper. Then Lord Atterbury in the centre. The stand side, Hedge Hunter. Amberley House still has 8 lengths to find as they take the last. Clan Royal plunges at the last fence. Hedge Hunter, he's gallant
sprint attempt ends at the final fence, and up the running, Clan Royal's tired. Lord Atterbury's got 3 lengths to find. Clan Royal's going to have to be yanked back to take the elbow. Clan Royal's in danger of taking the wrong course. Lord Atterbury and Amberley House have now passed him. Clan Royal comes alongside, gives Lord Atterbury a broadside, but here's Amberley House trying to join in. 3 weary horses. Clan Royal the far side, Lord Atterbury the centre, Amberley House relentless progress down the outside. Amberley House for Ginger McCain is a length and a half clear from Clan Royal, and the Martel Cognac Grand National goes again to Ginger McCain. Amberley House and Graham Lee win the National. Clan Royal in second place, third Lord Atterbury.
It takes time. Under a patient ride has crept closer into about 8th or 9th with Nil Desperandum, also improving Polar Red, then coming off the bridle Europa. Strong Resolve has met trouble. Amberley House is well back with it to do, is no good, still going. Bindery still going. At the back of the field, Ballybow Rasher either refused or has pulled up before taking that, as a cluster of about 9 or 10 break away, and the roll calls Hedge Hunter by a length from Just In Debt, Heroes Collonge and Inox. Royal O'Clair on the outside of Forest Gunner as they cross the Melling Road. Just In Debt, It Takes Time, Nil Desperandum and Jolly Bay, and this group of 10 or 15 clear of Amberley House, who's got a mountain to climb. Then Monty's past Europa. Bindery, Strong Resolve is no good. Laventure's still going, but he's tailed off. But this group of 9 or 10, which include Forest Gunner, are turning back towards the second last, headed by Hedge Hunter, the National all to play for.
Hedge Hunter and Ruby Walsh lead the Grand National field towards the second from home, and the lead here is just a length and a half to the wide outside Polar Red, and then the yellow cap staying on is Inox, Just In Dead on the inside. Now Simply Gifted is now appearing on the scene. Neil Desperandum towards the outside, and that was the second from home in the John Smith's Grand National. Forest Gunner pecked on the outside, but he's staying on for Carrie Ford, but it's Ruby Walsh and Hedge Hunter as they come down towards the final fence, and the lead here is about 2 lengths at the last of the National. He led there by 2. In second, over that was Royal O'Clair. Forest Gunner's in third. Simply Gifted is back in fourth. These are followed by Inox, but as they come now towards the final 4.5 and the elbow in the John Smith's Grand National of 2005, it is Hedge Hunter and Ruby Walsh, and the further they go clear. They're round the elbow. They've got less than a furlong to go, and now he goes for home on Hedge Hunter, and the caps, the hats, the papers, and the cheers are going in the air. Hedge Hunter is a winning favourite of the National. Hedge Hunter wins for Ruby Walsh. It's his second National. Royal O'Clair was second. Simply Gifted was third.
And it's Hedge Hunter lobbing along nicely for Ruby Walsh, tackled by Tony McCoy and Clan Royal. 2 lengths away, Inca Trail. Then number 6, Valverde. 3 or 4 lengths to Forest Gunner. Rinkery's pulled up. Is No Good is out of the race, and Clan Royal has just out-jumped Hedge Hunter at the third last. Number 6, Valverde is on the bridle for Slippers Madden. Inca Trail just in behind them. Colonel Raven has been pulled up, so still several chances. The Real Bandits out of the race. They cross the Melling Road. 2 fences left to jump. It's the big 3 in the market. Hedge Hunter, Clan Royal, number 6, Valverde, over to Jim McGrath.
It's Ruby Walsh here on Hedge Hunter, bidding to become the first horse to win back-to-back Grand Nationals since Red Rum 32 years ago. Clan Royal alongside him, Tony McCoy at the 11th attempt trying to win the big race, the Grand National. Then number 6, Valverde, joining in and making a line of 3. In behind them is Inca Trail with a gold cap. Further back then, Risk of Cessa and Nil Desperandum. They're running up now towards the second last, and the leader here on the inside is Hedge Hunter. From in the centre, it's Clan Royal. On the near side, it's jumping it there, number 6, Valverde. They're clear of Nil Desperandum, and further back is Risk of Cessa from Inca Trail. They come towards the last fence in the Grand National, and on the far side, Hedge Hunter comes towards them, and he was out-jumped by number 6, Valverde. The Irish National winner has taken the lead now as they charge towards the elbow. It's number 6, Valverde in front of Hedge Hunter, who's battling on. In behind them is Nil Desperandum. Clan Royal is now starting to weaken. They're on the elbow now as they turn for home. It's number 6, Valverde in front here. He's 2 or 3 lengths in front for Slippers Madden, having his first ride in the Grand National. As they come up towards the line, it's number 6, Valverde, who's out-jumped and outstayed them for Slippers Madden. 20-year-old Slippers Madden wins it in his first ride. Second is Hedge Hunter, tight third between Clan Royal, a photo there with Nil Desperandum.
and also Hedge Hunters just in behind them. Coming on towards the last ditch, this is 4 from the finish. Slim Pickings, Silver Birch, Libertine, Filson Run, and this, that and t'other. A few lengths to McKelvey, then Hedge Hunter, driven along Lemmy, followed by Longshanks. Number 6 Valverde's going to have to fly. This is the third last, and the leading bunch are clear. Struggling Bowenar, Clan Royal, Son of Avushi, Kalami, they are all struggling. They're about to cross the Melling Road. Dundera's been pulled up, and it is Slim Pickings in front. 16 horses still in the race. They're on the racecourse proper. 2 to jump. Slim Pickings pressed by Libertine, Filson Run, then this, that and other, Silver Birch, McKelvey and Longshanks, and here's Jim McGrath.
Well, Slim Pickings is the leader now with 2 fences left to jump in the Grand National, ridden by Barry Garrity, who won this on Monty's Pass. Then in second there is Silver Birch, followed by Libertine, giving the amateur Sam Whaley-Cohen a great ride as they race up now towards the second last. McKelvey is battling on as well, but as they come towards the second last in the National, and Slim Pickings the far side is the leader, a loose horse between them. Then in second is Silver Birch. They draw towards it now. The 2 leaders jumping okay. Libertine in third, McKelvey fourth, followed by Filson Run, then Longshanks, number 6 Valverde. Hedge Hunters dropped away from Lamy, and Tistat and T'other is being pulled up. Coming towards the last now in the National. Slim Pickings grabbed now by Silver Birch on the outside. They're preceded by the loose horse. A gap to McKelvey, then Libertine from Filson Run, but it's Silver Birch who takes the lead now as they race towards the elbow. It's Silver Birch out in front here. Slim Pickings is raising another effort, and McKelvey is running home like a train down the outside. Silver Birch in front with 100 yards to go in the National. Slim Pickings, and down the outside McKelvey. It's over the outside. McKelvey flying hard. It's Silver Birch in front though, and Silver Birch wins the National from second McKelvey. Third then is Slim Pickings, followed by Filson Run in fourth.
On the inside of the course, Mr. Pointman is there as well. Working further out, then Comply or Die, just tracking Darjon. And then on the inside of the course, bad mistake, Mr. Pointman there. Blundered his way over that one. And we also lost one at that particular fence. Looks as though King John's Castle has gone. Making their way then up towards the next. On the inside, it's Bewley's Berry from Snowy Morning. Comply or Die's moved up into third place there. Slim Pickings is there too as well. Also trying to make some progress on the inside. The hoop jacket of hoop cap of Chelsea Harbour is in about 5th or 6th position, and Bewley's Berry, Snowy Morning from King John's Castle, and then on the inside comes Comply or Die, Slim Pickings and Chelsea Harbour, followed then by Cloudy Lane, who's trying to get into contention. Hedge Hunter feeling the pinch. They've got 2 fences left to go, and Bewley's Berry leads the National field.
Yeah, there's still plenty of chances here. Darjon was the grey that went down the side of the course. Simon fell at Valentine's second time. It's Bewley's Berry, Snowy Morning, Comply or Die who need the National field. Slim Pickings has picked his way through the field into contention with King John's Castle. Cloudy Lane staying on Dowley into 6th place as they take 2 from home, and there Snowy Morning comes to head Bewley's Berry. Comply or Die travels strongly, then Slim Pickings behind these, King John's Castle, the grey, a gap of 4 lengths to Cloudy Lane. The last in the National, Comply or Die and Snowy Morning from King John's Castle. Slim Pickings can't go on, neither can Bewley's Berry. They set off up the run in. Comply or Die for Timmy Murphy and David Pipe, the grey. King John's Castle has the leader in his sights, however. Back in third place, Snowy Morning as they race towards the elbow. Comply or Die with Snowy Morning and King John's Castle pursuing him inside the final 200 yards. Comply or Die is pulling out plenty on the run towards the line, and just like his father, David Pipe will train a National winner. Timmy Murphy and Comply or Die won the National. King John's Castle was second, Snowy Morning third, Slim Pickings in fourth. A 2-3-4 with these, the Irish. Bewley's Berry, Cloudy Lane, Nadover got round, Bailey Breeze got round, also Chelsea Harbour, Monmouth, High Cloy. Also completed was Cornish Set. Hedge Hunter got round again, so did Idle Talk, and he is the last one, I think, to finish, although Melander Meals about a furlong behind the others.
So it's Offshore Account who leads the field at the third last. Offshore Account being followed by Idle Talk, then My Will. Comply or Die is still close up towards the outside, looking back. Cornish Set is the last one going. So the field crossed the Melling Road. It is Offshore Account, Idle Talk, and then My Will to the outside. Comply or Die looking to win another National is still in contention. Pre-Sleep is still close up, then Southern Vic just in behind them, followed by Monmo, Big Fella Thanks. So still many chances. 2 fences left to jump. It is Offshore Account, My Will. Comply or Die is Jim McGrath.
Any one of a dozen horses can win the National of 2009. Offshore account on the inside, just the leader from My Will. Ruby Walsh looking for his third win in the race. State of Play and Monmouth coming there strongly. Comply or Die hard ridden now, followed by Pre-Sleep on the near side. Further back is Southern Vic, and coming into it, Artia, a rank outsider. They come to the second last. My Will, Ruby Walsh led over it. It's Ruby Walsh on My Will from State of Play. Switch to the inside now, Comply or Die, and Monmouth is joining in as well. They come up towards the last now, and over on the far side, it's Monmouth. It jumps up sides, Comply or Die. Behind them is My Will, then State of Play. Further back, Snowy Morning, Big Fella Thanks, and then Syrium is running on. But Monmouth has taken the lead now as they race towards the elbow. It's Monmouth out in front here by 4 or 5 lengths. Comply or Die battling on, then State of Play and My Will. But it's Monmouth who's clearing away up towards the line now. They race to the line. It's Monmouth, Liam Treadwell, who's going to win the Grand National at the first attempt. It's Monmouth who's going to come home. A very, very easy winner by the best part of 10 lengths. Comply or Die is second. Third is My Will. Fourth in State of Play.
As they make their way on towards the next, Calypso to Creek out the back has gone, and Black Appalachie got too close to that one, was joined by Hello Bud and Don't Push It, then Big Fella Thanks and State of Play, Comply or Die. Snowy Morning, Tricky Trickster in the pink jacket is being pushed along. Further back then to the likes of Character Building and Joe Lively, and then Connor Castle and Serium, and a long break to Cloudy Lane as they head back towards the racecourse proper, having gone over the Melling Road. Niche Market is tailed off, looks like pulling up. Pre-Sleep is tailed off, so too is Ollie McGurn and Pereira, and it's Black Appalachie who leads the national field from Hello Bud, but Don't Push It, and AP stalking in behind with Barry Geraghty and Big Fella Thanks, and this group of 4 are clear with 2 to jump.
So 2 fences left to take in the national. Black Appalachie, Hello Bud, Big Fella Thanks, and out towards the outside. Tony McCoy on Don't Push It as they approach the second last. Don't Push It and Hello Bud joined by Big Fella Thanks and Black Appalachie towards the inside. Black Appalachie not lying down, but Tony McCoy senses his national wait may be about to end as Don't Push It looms alongside and leads the last at the national. On the inside, Black Appalachie, Big Fellow Thanks in third. Hello Bud, Character Building running on, may grab a place with Snowy Morning, but off up the run in, it's Don't Push It for Tony McCoy. Black Appalachie fighting back grimly on the inside. Don't Push It in front, ears pricked, idling. Black Appalachie trying to preserve the run up the inside, but Tony McCoy, the winning most national hunt rider of all time, has waited a long time to land his first John Smith's Grand National. First all rounds, Tony McCoy, JP McManus, John Joe O'Neill. Don't Push It won the national. Black Appalachie second. State of Play placed again in third. Big Fella Thanks, Hello Bud, Snowy Morning, Character Building, Cloudy Lane, Tricky Trickster, Joe Lively, Comply or Die, Serium. The stragglers back may include Pereira, also Pre-Sleep may well come home. A couple pulled up, I think, behind these were Niche Market and Connor Castle. Ollie McGurn is also going to finish. The National of 2010 is won by Tony McCoy.
Going over the next, Ballabriggs, Niche Market, a bad mistake by Killy Glenn, whose rider went to the buckle end. AP McCoy just begins to ride along, Don't Push It for the first time. He's currently in 6th place towards the outside. Ahead of him, Oscar Time is staying on for Sam Whaley Cohen as they go over the next. And down was Killy Glenn. Badly hampered there was at the back of the field, the Midnight Club, but a good recovery as they go on now towards the next. And on the outside, Niche Market on the inside, Ballabriggs. Santa Sun has been pulled up. Oscar Time was over in third. A mistake there. A significant error by Don't Push It, who was very low over that fence. State of Play made a mistake, but he was beaten at the time. Down Arbor Supreme at the back of the field as they go over the Melling Road in the National. And it is Ballabriggs and Jason Maguire out in front to Niche Market racing in second. On the inside, Oscar Time is in third. And then Big Fella Thanks. And then last year's winner, Don't Push It, now being pushed along by AP McCoy as they make the turn with 2 to jump in the National.
A Niche Market on the outside is being pushed alongside the nose-bounded Ballabriggs, but Sam Whaley Cohen is poised in behind on Oscar Time in the orange sleeve jacket. AP niggling away on Don't Push It. Big Fella Thanks for the checks on the sleeves. Then a break back to Surface to Air. They make the long run towards the second last, and it's Ballabriggs who will lead at the second from home. Oscar Time on the inside. Niche Market. Big Fella Thanks produced in the centre, and then Don't Push It. There's one left to jump in the National. It's Ballabriggs for Donald McCain and Jason Chaser Maguire, chased by Oscar Time and Big Fella Thanks. Bala Briggs is over the last 2 lengths clear. Oscar Time and Big Fella Thanks chase him towards the elbow. Niche Market is back in 4th. Don't Push It is 5th and 1 pace in front. Bala Briggs, but Oscar Time is ranging up to have a go at him. They head towards the elbow with still over a furlong to go in the National. Oscar Time and Sam Whaley-Cohen get to the quarters of Bala Briggs and Chaser Maguire. Bala Briggs finds a bit more. He's game and he's all heart. Bala Briggs, Oscar Time got to him, but he can't get past. Bala Briggs, driven out by Chaser Maguire. Donald McQueen follows in his father's footsteps, and Donald McQueen trains his first John Smith's Grand National winner.
A loose horse, Swing Bill goes past him. Then behind these, a couple of lengths back to Calgary Bay, Midnight Haze, the Midnight Club still going, so's Tharawat and Neptune Aquesta, but a leading group clustered up of 8 runners begin the turn back. Plenty of chances despite the depleted field.
So as they make the turn back towards home, Katie Walsh on the outside on Seabass now lays it down to Barry Geraghty on Shakalaka Boom Boom. These the first 2. Hello Bud, and then on that one's outside Sunny Hill Boy. Next is Bala Briggs, who is now creeping into contention with Neptune Collonge on the inside, and In Compliance are right around the outside. In Compliance jumps to the outside of Sunny Hill Boy, followed by Seabass, Shakalaka Boom Boom, and then the yellow of Neptune Collonge, followed by Hello Bud, and then Bala Briggs and Kappa Blur continues to come on. The final fence of the Grand National, and on the outside Sunny Hill Boy, and on the inside of him that is Seabass. These the first 2. Neptune Collonge is battling on in 3rd, followed in 4th by In Compliance, Shakalaka Boom Boom, and then Bala Briggs, who begins to rally around the outside. They go around the elbow. Sunny Hill Boy and Richie McLaren have got the lead over Seabass and Katie Walsh. Neptune Collonge and Daryl Jacob, they've got another 150 yards to go. Sunny Hill Boy with Neptune Collonge on the outside, bearing down, racing towards the line. Sunny Hill Boy and Neptune Collonge in a head-bobbing, pulsating finish to the Grand National. Seabass was back in 3rd. Kappa Blur was 4th. In Compliance, followed by Tharawat, who stayed on. Then on the inside, Hello Bird and Bala Briggs, Shakalaka Boom Boom and Swing Bill. Next in the field, Balthazar's King. Then towards the outside, Seabass, and then Tarquinius. At the back of the field, Mr. Moonshine has been pulled up as they go over the 3rd from home in the National. And it's across the bay on the outside of T for 3, and through on the inside is Oscar Time, and that's the first trio as they go over the Melling Road. That group are then being followed by Aurora's Encore, who's now in 4th. Balthazar King is next in the field, but still many chances as they go towards the final 2 fences.
It's Oscar Time for Ireland and T for 3 for Wales, and they lead the national field as they head around towards the second last. Aurora's Encore is chasing them in 3rd. Then across the bay, behind these, Kappa Blur trying to make some progress towards them, and then Rare Bob, who's staying on. Seabass is being driven along in about 7th place as they race towards the penultimate fence. T for 3, Striped Jacket, driven along on the outside of Oscar Time. They're followed by Aurora's Encore with some 3 to 4 lengths to make up. And then in behind these, Rare Bob and Kappa Blur, and a bad mistake from across the bay. Seabass and Swing Bill are next, and it's T for 3 who goes on down towards the last from Oscar Time and Aurora's Encore. T for 3 went through the top of it, joined by Aurora's Encore, running a huge race on the outside, the 11-year-old. They race towards the elbow in the Grand National, and it's Aurora's Encore for Sue Smith and Ryan Mania. T for 3 is chasing. Oscar Time is back in 3rd. A furlong to go in the National. Aurora's Encore with a loose horse for company is 4 lengths clear from T for 3. Oscar Time is now beaten off, and it's Aurora's Encore for a huge shock in the National. The 11-year-old is driven out. A first ride in the race for Ryan Mania. He'll win for Sue Smith, and Aurora's Encore wins the John Smith's Grand National. Kappa Blur is 2nd, T for 3 3rd, Oscar Time is 4th, Rare Bob 5th, then Swing Bill, Sol, Tarquinius and Always Waning, Major Malarkey joined together, Seabass and Katie Walsh next, then across the bay, Balthazar King, Quiscover Fontaine and Any Currency. Mr. Moonshine and Rocky Creek pretty much together, double 7 chance to Roy Redcap getting closer, and then Pinot de Ray and the package, and then towards the outside Balthazar King. Leonabane has been pulled up as they move on now towards the third last. Mr. Moonshine and Rocky Creek take it as one. Chance to Roy right behind them with 7. McCoy only a couple of lengths off the lead. Others out the back of the field that are still going but tailed off include Hawks Point and Raz de Marie as they go over the Anchor Bridge crossing and heading towards the last 5.5 furlongs of the Crabbies Grand National. Rocky Creek with Pinot de Rey in a white jacket joining him. Balthazar King coming up there on the outside. Wayward Prince unseated when tailed off at the third last. 7 meanwhile is close up in fourth. Mr. Moonshine is back to fifth, and then Chance de Roy as they turn for home and the final 2 fences.
And it is Rocky Creek on the inside who has now taken the lead. A 12th ride in the race for Noel Feely. On his outside, Pinot de Rey. A 7th ride here for Leighton Aspel as Walk On is going to be pulled up before the second from home. Richard Johnson and Balthazar King towards the outside will take that one in third. And then AP McCoy on 7 was over in fourth as they race on now towards the 30th and final fence in the Crabbies Grand National. And it's Pinot de Rey who comes to the final fence with Leighton Aspel. They have a lead of 3 lengths over Balthazar King over in second. 7 is now into third. Rocky Creek is in fourth, and then Chance de Roy is in fifth. Monbeg Dude is in sixth, and Swing Bill is in seventh as they race now on towards the elbow. It's Pinot de Rey who is now clearing away. He's out in front by 6 lengths as he goes around the elbow to Balthazar King in second place, and on the outside is 7, but with another 150 yards to go in the Crabbies Grand National, it is Pinot de Rey for Dr. Richard Newland. A 7th ride in the race for Leighton Aspel will be a winning ride as Pinot de Rey wins the National. Balthazar King was in second and 7 was in third. Alvarado stayed on for fourth, followed by Chance de Roy, Rocky Creek, Monbeg Dude, and these were followed home at long intervals by Swing Bill and to the inside Raz de Marie.
Many Clouds leads the way in the National from Shut the Front Door under AP McCoy in second place. Back in third then is Saint R from Seoul, just in front of Oscar Tyne, then Royal Knight who's trying to make ground. Behind that one then is Pinot de Rey from Knight in Milan and Alvarado. Further back to Godsby Judge and Monbeg Dude and back to Stewart.
2 fences left to jump in the 2015 Crabbies Grand National. It's Many Clouds and last year's winning jockey Leighton Aspel who lead. St R in Paddy Brennan up on the outside, and then the soon-to-be 20 times champion AP McCoy on Shut the Front Door, just beginning to niggle away in third place as they run on down towards the second last. Royal Knight, Oscar Time with the orange sleeves making headway for Sam Whaley-Cohen. 2 out, Many Clouds over in front from Shut the Front Door and St R who are chasing. Royal Knight took it in fourth, then Oscar Time followed by Monbeg Dude, Solid Alvarado, and it's Many Clouds in the colours of Trevor Hemmings who will lead at the final fence in the National. Lands 3 lengths clear. St R chases him off towards the elbow. Shut the Front Door back in third and now looking one paced. Monbeg Dude is staying on in fourth, then Royal Knight and Alvarado just over a furlong to go in the National. Many Clouds and Leighton Aspel 4, maybe 5 lengths ahead of St R. Monbeg Dude is still staying on stoutly, has moved into third and then Shut the Front Door. Many Clouds. St R is trying to get on terms, cutting him back near the line. Many Clouds clinging on tenaciously from St R in the colours of Trevor Hemmings. It's Many Clouds who wins the Crabbies Grand National. Leighton Aspel again, this time for Oliver Sherwood. St R is second, Monbeg Dude is third, Alvarado fourth. AP bows out of the National in fifth place on Shut the Front Door. Then Royal Knight from Tranquil Sea, Cause of Causes, Sol, Chance de Roy. Pinot de Rey, last year's hero, got round from Montperrin, Owega Star and the rest.
A shuddering error by Rule the World. Pulling up at the back of the field is Cruise Linen. So they've got 3 to jump in the Grand National. And the leader is the Last Samurai. 2 in second place, Vic's Canvas. Many Clouds is on the inside. Morning Assembly towards their outside. They're then being followed by Gil Gamboa. The grey Ballycasey is trying to make ground. Le Rev now begins to weaken as they cross over the Melling Road with 2 fences to take in the National. It's Morning Assembly towards the outside of the Last Samurai, and there, right on the inside, back in third, is Vic's Canvas.
So they're on the way towards 2 out in the National. The Last Samurai with a small lead from out wide and Morning Assembly. Vic's Canvas, the veteran, is right there with every chance, but slightly squeezed up against the rail. Many Clouds is under pressure next, and then came Gil Gamboa as they work down towards the penultimate fence. And it's the Last Samurai who shows the way under David Bass from Vic's Canvas. Morning Assembly, Rule the World and Gil Gamboa. Then came Uccello Conti, followed by Many Clouds who's hard under pressure. Then Verlion Rouge at 2 from the end. The Last Samurai Samurai Rose the leader. From Vix Canvas in second, Rule the World back in third. Then Gil Gamboa. Ballycasey's gone in behind those at the second last as they come to the final fence. And Vix Canvas joins Zevil now with the Last Samurai. Over in third, Rule the World. Gil Gamboa in fourth. Then Uccello Conti and Verlion Rouge. Now the running ahead of them. And Vix Canvas draws alongside the Last Samurai. Rule the World is staying on to the outside. Gil Gamboa back in fourth. They approach the elbow, three with a chance. Vix Canvas toward the rail. The Last Samurai in the centre. And here's Rule the World on the outside, who's coming home strongest of all. And it's Rule the World, the horse who's never previously won a race over fences. He's going to win the biggest one of them all here. And it's Rule the World who wins the National for Mouse Morris. And a dream first ride for 19-year-old David Mullins. Rule the World won the National, beat the Last Samurai, Vix Canvas third. There Gil Gamboa clear from Guniella. Then Uccello Conti, Verlion Rouge. Morning Assembly shut the front door. Then Union East, Le Rev and Bywise. Then Verlion Rouge with every chance. Cause of Causes next. Then Pleasant Company, Gasline Boy, Lord Windermere, St. R. And then Good to Know in front of O'Phelan's Boy as they took the third last. Then one for Arthur, who's now looking to stay on late. Followed by Le Vatican and Highland Lodge, who's rather weakened out of it as Black Lion has gone clear. Black Lion by about 5 lengths now to Rogue Angel. Back in third, Wilder Frank. Then Cause of Causes staying on from Verlion Rouge and Gasline Boy. From one for Arthur, and behind him then is Lord Windermere from St. R. Further back to Good to Know, O'Phelan's Boy and Le Vatican as they turn for home.
It's the most experienced rider in the race, Noel Feely, aboard Black Lion for trainer Nigel Twiston Davis, seeking his third national success, who leads them on the long run to the second last. Cause of Causes in the hoop jacket, and then the striped sleeves of Verlion Rouge. Double shuffle meanwhile is being pulled up. One for Arthur for Scotland is closing in on the left, and he jumps into second behind Black Lion as they took the penultimate fence. They're chased by Cause of Causes, Gasline Boy in the purple jacket, then Verlion Rouge and St. R from Lord Windermere and Pleasant Company. The final fence, one for Arthur, jumped through to take over, chased by Cause of Causes. Black Lion in third, and then Gasline Boy. They're racing towards the elbow in the National, and it's one for Arthur, out in front for an historic Scottish success, chased hard by Cause of Causes and Jamie Codd. One for Arthur, and Derek Fox, though, are over 3 lengths clear. They've got a half furlong left to go in the National. It's one for Arthur. Cause of Causes isn't getting any closer. Only the second ever Scottish train winner of the National. One for Arthur, for Derek Fox and Lucinda Russell win the National. Cause of Causes second. An heroic effort from St. R in third. Black Lion in fourth. Then Gasline Boy, Verlion Rouge, Regal Encore, Lord Windermere, Pleasant Company, Oublon de Zobo, Ballinagore got round. So too La Mercury, Good to Know, Justapala, Vatican. The Last Samurai, Tenor Nivernais got round, and one or two of the others are still coming in.
See you at midnight, and Pleasant Company. Tenor Nivernais has been pulled up as well. Tiger Roll asked up over this third last and jumped it well. Valser Lido is next, and then Bless the Wings, Children's List, and then Milan's Bar, Gasline Boy, Annabelle Fly, and Double Ross ahead of Road to Riches. Verlion Rouge still going is Razda Mare under strong pressure. Pendra, Bay d'Azil, Total Recall, Carlingford Lock, and then looking like being pulled up at the back of the field is Warrior's Tale as they make the run back towards home. And Tiger Roll coming in between Bless the Wings and Pleasant Company. Valser Lido 4, Annabelle Fly is in 5th, and about to go into 6th position is Gasline Boy. 2 left to jump.
So 2 to take in the National, Pleasant Company with the lead. Tiger Roll is only a length in behind. Bless the Wings is back in third. Then came Annabelle Fly, and Valsalido is next in 5th from the staying on Gasline Boy. 2 from the end. Pleasant Company makes a mistake, and Tiger Roll has come there cruising to the outside. Tiger Roll now into the lead from Pleasant Company. Bless the Wings in third, then Annabelle Fly. Those are then clear from Valsalido and Gasline Boy. Tiger Roll by 3 lengths, and he's doing it easily from Pleasant Company in second. They're 10 lengths away to Bless the Wings. Annabelle Flies back in 4th as they run now towards the elbow, and it's Tiger Roll who's out in front under Davy Russell, the oldest rider in the race. He sends his mount clear at the elbow by 5 lengths to Pleasant Company in second, Bless the Wings in third, then Annabelle Fly. They're halfway up the running though, and it's Tiger Roll under Davy Russell for Gordon Elliott. He'll win his second national if he can see out the final 100 yards. Pleasant Company's gaining ground. Tiger Roll
racing it out. Tiger Roll, maybe just from Pleasant Company at the line. Then Bless the Wings and Annabelle Fly, third and fourth. Clear from Milan's Bar. Then came Road to Riches and Gasline Boy. Valsalido, Verlion Rouge. Raz de Marais, Seaward Midnight and Bay d'Azil.
Captain Redbeard and Regal Encore are right behind him with Valsalido and then Valtor. Bless the Wings in midfield. Looks like Noble Endeavour is being pulled up, and another mistake from Tiger Roll, and Pleasant Company has gone at that one. Got a couple of others gone at the back of the field. Might have been Ballyoptic who went as well. And it's Magic of Light, the mare, going towards the third last in the National. She jumps it soundly from Rathvinden. Tiger Roll, despite those errors, is right there on the inside under Davy Russell. Then Live, Love, Laugh. A small break to Regal Encore, who's followed by Walk in the Mill as they go across the Anchor Bridge Road. And then back towards the inside, Captain Redbeard from Annabelle Fly with the white cap. Way back in the field, just a par is pulling up by the looks of things. T for 2 is a long way behind, and they're heading towards the final two fences in the National.
It is Magic of Light. She leads the way here. Tiger Roll in second position. Can he emulate the Great Red Rum? He's in second place. Rathvinden is in third at this stage. Regal Encore, Walk in the Mill, trying to stick in there. Live, Love, Laugh to the outside. Annabelle Fly looking to plug on. One for Arthur. The black jacket is starting to make ground from the rear as they get to the second last in the Randox Health Grand National. Magic of Light and Tiger Roll is poised on her girth. Rathvinden is in third place. It is in fourth position. Then Walk in the Mill as Tiger Roll out jumps Magic of Light at the last. Rathvinden is in third place, and it is Tiger Roll who now takes the advantage, coming to the elbow from in second position. Magic of Light, Rathvinden, one for Arthur, staying on into fourth. It's been 45 years, and now Davy Russell shakes up Tiger Roll. Magic of Light in second, Rathvinden in third. Walk in the Mill is back in fourth. Tiger Roll is remarkable. He comes up towards the winning line under Davy Russell to win his second Randox Health Grand National. Tiger Roll joins the greats and beats Magic of Light, a massive run in second. Rathvinden third, clear of Walk in the Mill, Annabelle Fly, and then one for Arthur. Regal Encore, single farm payment finishing so too. Outlander leading home many finishers in the Randox Health Grand National of 2019.
It's Jet by 10 lengths to Burrows Saint, Manila Times and Discorama. Then Farclar, Cabaret Queen and Cloth Cap, who's been ridden along going towards the final open ditch. And that was 4 out. It's Jet not so far in front now, but it's still 8 lengths or so. Chris's Dreamer's unseated rider over that final ditch. It is Jet clear going towards 3 out from Burrows Saint. Cloth Cap's going to be pulled up before the next one. Cloth Cap is out of the race as Jet leads, but only now by about 4 or 5 lengths to Burrows Saint, who travelled strongly there in second place. Manila Times is to the inside of him. Then Discorama, Black Lion has got notably closer now. Then to the outside, Cabaret Queen. Balco de Flo is also now looking to play his part. Then Any Second now and Farclar. These were ahead from Alpha de Zobo. Then Shattered Love way back to Milan Native. Give Me a Copper and Class Conti as they head towards home. There's still quite a few chances. Jet has now come back to them, about to be joined by Manila Times. Balco de Flo between them, Burrows Saint. Any Second now, Discorama and Black Lion right behind.
Jet is running his race. It was a gallant race, but he's fading back through the field swiftly. Balco de Flo with the orange cap. Burrows Saint in the pale pink silks. Manila Times, the star on the cap on the right for Rachel Blackmore. And she lands just in front over the second last Rachel. It's Manila Times from Balco de Flo. Burrows Saint, Any Second now. The hoops with the white cap staying on. Then Discorama. Here's the final fence in the Randox Grand National. And over in front and over 2, 3 lengths clear Manila Times from Balco de Flo. Any Second now continues to stay on. Burrows Saint wandering out into the centre of the track. They head towards the elbow with over a furlong to cover in the National, but it's Rachel Blackmore and Manila Times who are out 4 lengths clear of Balco de Flo and Any Second now. Burrows Saint back in fourth, is running on empty. 150 yards to go in the National. Manila Times for J.P. McManus, Henry de Bromhead, and more significantly Rachel Blackmore. History in the National. Minella Times wins from Balco de Flo. Any second now is third, Borrow St. 4.
As they make their way across the Anchor Bridge crossing, further back is Romanda Sanam, trying to get on terms. Delta Work in the maroon with the white star cap. Then Two for Gold, who's now weakening. Sam Crow on the outside, and then a gap to Commodore, and then Class Conti and Black Lion. The others are pulling up as they begin the left-hand turn for home on the run towards the second last. Longhouse Poet, Freewheeling Dylan, Cocoa Beach, that's the front three, chased by Noble Yates, Escaria 10 and Santini. Delta Work behind those. Fiddler on the roof, and out wide is any second now. One of these is going to win it. They're approaching two from the end in the National, then in the yellow jacket, Freewheeling Dylan, now taken on by Noble Yates, the Longhouse Poet, and Delta Work coming there with a big chance along with any second now. They go on from Fiddler on the roof. Freewheeling Dylan now begins to weaken. Santini trying to stay on. The final fence in the National, and it's any second now. Noble Yates with any second now just going on from Noble Yates in second. Delta Work is back in third, then Longhouse Poet and Santini and Fiddler on the roof. Clear from Freewheeling Dylan. They're approaching the elbow, and it's Noble Yates. He's through to the inside now to lead from any second now, who's battling away all the way to the line. Noble Yates in front by a length over any second now. It's Noble Yates under Sam Welly going. A fairy tale end to his career. Noble Yates has won the National, has beaten any second now. Delta Work was home in third. Fourth across the line, Santini. Fiddler on the roof was fifth. Longhouse Poet was sixth, and then Freewheeling Dylan and Cocoa Beach and Ascaria 10. Then came Roman de Sanam, and then Sam Crow, Commodore, and further behind then, still coming Class Conti, Black Lion, and then Freewheeling Dylan, and behind that one, Lost in Translation. So they're heading over the Anchor Bridge crossing. Then it's Mr. Coffee is clear under Nico de Boinville from the Big Dog in second. Then Our Power back in third. Korak Rambler goes well at this stage in fourth. Then Lemilos and Born by the Sea and Ain't That a Shame, followed by Capo, Dano, Galliard, Dominil, Vanillier staying on. Then Noble Yates, Manila Trump, and carefully selected.
So Mr. Coffee is clear in the hands of Nico de Boinville for trainer Nicky Henderson and Lady Bamford. 6-7 lengths clear of the Big Dog, followed by War Marge in the blue and yellow jacket. Korak Rambler towards the outside of those with the white face as they head down towards the second last. Mr. Coffee coming in to take it over in front of Korak Rambler. The Big Dog, War Marge in fourth. Lemilos tries to run on in fifth place. Then Born by the Sea and Gallard de Menil. Noble Yates further back. Now here they go towards the final fence in the Randox Grand National. Mr. Coffee is taken by Korak Rambler, and Korak Rambler has taken it up under Derek Foss from in second. Mr. Coffee, the Big Dog, Gallard de Menil, Roi Marge, and then behind these Born by the Sea, Noble Yates is making very good late headway, and then Vanillier, but Korak Rambler is well clear at the elbow. It's Korak Rambler. Vanillier is staying on strongly the grey in second place as they race up towards the line. Derek Fox for Lucinda Russell, the one for Arthur combination. They're going to win it again with Korak Rambler. Vanillier finishing strongly in second, Gallard de Menil in third. It's tight for fourth between the Big Dog and last year's winner Noble Yates. Then Born by the Sea, War Marge, and then further back a Wave of the Sea. And then behind those Mr. Coffee who faded, Lemilos, and then Our Power who made a very bad early mistake. And also towards the back of them was Fortescue, Manila Trump finishing tired, carefully selected. Frankie de Burle also right out the back with Ain't That a Shame.
Eldorado Allen, Iron Maximus on the heels of the leaders with Cocoa Beach. Then Delta Work, Kitty's Light, Late Night Pass. Foxy Jacks, Manila Crooner getting well behind, so too Chemical Energy. So approaching the Anchor Bridge crossing, Galia de la Toe, Late Night Pass, Kitty's Light. Then Manila Indo. Right behind him with the blue cap is Delta Work, and then Eldorado Allen, Iron Maximus and Galvin. Warmage, the Goffer's got every chance. Meaty the Waters, Ain't That a Shame. Vanillier is now been ridden along, so to Cocoa Beach, and then Nassalam, and then Limerick Lace and Janadil. They head the way towards home. Many chances in the National.
And it's Gina Andrews on board Late Night Pass with a narrow lead to Galia de la Toe and Harry Skelton. Manila Indo is just in behind with Kitty's Light and Delta Work. Galvin has crept into sixth. Then Rawar Mars just being chased along. Iron Maximus is next in the field. field, along with on the outside Meeting of the Waters. Late Night Pass just led over the second last. Kitty's Light coming to challenge. Manila Indo is held together. Galia De La Toe just losing ground as Delta Work and Meeting of the Waters try and improve as they reach the 30th and final fence. Late Night Pass pressed by Manila Indo and Kitty's Light. Meeting of the Waters on the outside. Delta Work is coming there. I Am Maximus is also looking to get through. There's a loose horse involved as they run towards the elbow. Manila Indo and Rachel Blackmore to Delta Work in second. I Am Maximus is in third. Kitty's Light is in fourth. Manila Indo is pressed and passed by I Am Maximus, who starts to storm clear inside the last half furlong. And I Am Maximus and Paul Townend streaking away to win the Randox Grand National. I Am Maximus the winner. Second was Delta Work. Manila Indo, a fantastic run in third ahead of Galvin and Kitty's Light. Ain't That a Shame got round under David Maxwell ahead of Meeting of the Waters. Galia De La Toe, Roi Marge finishing, so too Limerick Lace, Cocoa Beach. Late Night Pass got tired, the Goffer, Vanillier, many finishers, Eclat de Rear, Panda Boy, Capo Dano, Noble Yates, Nassalam, Eldorado Allen and Adamantly Chosen.
Back in the field then is Meeting of the Waters and the Blue Cap on the inside, just chasing them. Followed then back in the field by Conflated, who was under pressure some way out. And now Celeb Dalen takes over from Beauport, Grange Clear West, followed by Senior Chief and Manila Kakuna. Then behind these is Brave Man's Game still in with every chance. Hewick is just behind these from 3-Card Bragg as they race on towards the turn into the home straight. Back in the field, Iroko is beginning to stay on now in a noseband, pushed along to do so. Manila Indo still making steady progress, and Meeting of the Waters round the inside, back towards the final two fences. Grange Clear West, Celeb Dalen, followed closely by, on the outside, Brave Man's Game coming under pressure.
Plenty with a chance as they make the way down towards 2 out. Brave Man's Game joins in with Celeb Delan, Grange Clare West, Manila Kakuna, Nick Rocket's right there, Hewick to the outside, I Am Maximus coming right into it. That was 2 out, and there's not much in it now between Nick Rocket and I Am Maximus. Manila Kakuna and Grange Clare West. Brave Man's Game, Iroko the next two, then Senior Chief in Hewick and Manila Indo. The final fence in the National. Nick Rocket landed level with I Am Maximus. Couple of lengths away, Manila Kakuna. Meeting of the Waters now staying on to grab third behind those Grange Clare West and Iroko. They're on the way towards the elbow. I Am Maximus and Nick Rocket, nothing in it between them. Meeting of the Waters, they're staying on back in third. Then Grange Clare West, they're up the running now. Nick Rocket to the far side. Last year's winner I Am Maximus to the near side. Nick Rocket just in front. I Am Maximus trying hard. Grange Clare West staying on, but it's Nick Rocket under Patrick Mullins. He'll win the Grand National. Nick Rocket has beaten I Am Maximus. Grange Clare West in third. Iroko's fourth. Meeting of the Waters next. Then Senior Chief, Manila Kakuna. Then Hewick, Manila Indo. Well clear from Twig. Then 3-Card Bragg. Beauport still coming. Oranzo Dairy, Vanillier and Brave Man's Game. And Chantry House the last one to get round.